Hi, I'm Esty Kaplan, independent scholar and freelance academic copy editor based in Santa Barbara, California.
And I'm Sarah Wilma Watson, a visiting assistant professor of English at Haverford College in just outside of Philadelphia in Pennsylvania.
And we are the creators of Books of Duchesses, a born digital humanities project mapping women and their books in the Middle Ages.
And this is part of a series of videos on how to contribute to Books of Duchesses as a guest editor. We hope you enjoy it.
Today we're going to talk about how to enter a text into Books of Duchesses. So from the back end, we navigate to texts. And first we search to see if it's already there. So the text that I will be entering today is the Vie et Enseignements de Saint Jérôme, which is not the same as this work of Saint Jerome that is already present. So I'm going to go ahead and add the text. And I have already gone ahead and looked up this text in Jonas, which is a great database for French texts and not great for any other language texts. So first we put in the title. And then because the title is not in English, we're going to put in the English translation. So this is Life and Teachings of Saint Jerome. In tags, we're going to put in hagiography because it's a life of Saint Jerome. We're going to put in pedagogical because it's teaching. We're also going to put in didactic so that we have some options for how people want to search for this text. What else might we put in? We're going to want to indicate that the work is in prose. And we can see on the left here that it tells us that this is actually a translation. So we're going to want to include that information as well. If in the future I find out that I have missed a tag, I can always come back in and edit this text to add additional tags to it. So the language is French. The date of composition, they say beginning of the 16th century, so I'm just going to leave that blank because it is very ambiguous. The author is Jean-André down here. Does Jean-André already exist? No, so I'm going to go ahead and add him in really quickly. Male, we'll double check on Wikipedia to see, rather, we'll start with Arlima to see if he exists there. Okay, that's a no. So then we'll go to Wikipedia. And he's not really showing up right off the bat, so we're just going to leave that extra information and fill it in with this, which doesn't actually give us a whole lot, but again, we can always come back in and edit that later. But we do see that he died in 1348, so that is a helpful detail. And now we'll save. And translators, we go back to the text itself, we see that the translator is anonymous. We copy the URL and add this into IRHT because that is Jonas. And we'll come back in and we'll check in one more fashion to see if this work is actually in Arlima or not. And we'll search Enseignements de Saint Jérôme and see if anything comes up. And it does not seem to be so. So this is the only link that we're going to include in the text of the Vie et Enseignements de Saint Jérôme. If this were a Middle English text, your Middle English compendium link would go here. If this were an early print text, Your English short title catalog or your universal short title catalog links could go in. And if this were a German text, you could check the Handschriften, as well as the Gesamtwerks catalog and the VD16 link, each of which has a place here. If you are entering a text in another language that does have an about page somewhere or a page with more information on it, don't put it in one of these if it doesn't correspond. Email us so that we can add a box for that particular database of texts. So once we have verified all of this information, we click Save. And there we go. The Vie et Enseignement de Saint-Jérôme is now in Books of Duchesses. If you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to email us at booksofduchesses@gmail.com. Please make sure to check out the next video in this series and have a great day.